Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. So I'm here with another dream. Like I said in the first video, I had a series of dreams last night, y'all. But I did not have enough space in that video. That video got kind of long to add this one to it. So we're gonna go ahead and do a separate dream for the separate video for the separate dream. In this dream, I was getting ready for graduation, okay? Like I had the understanding that I was graduating from some kind of school. And it was a situation where I was married. Okay, I was with my husband and we are at home. We supposed to be waking up, okay, so that we could go to graduation, but we overslept. We finally wake up and we end up getting to the ceremony, okay? And it's like we got there just in the nick of time, but it was so short. It's like we thought that it was going to be a whole little ceremony and it was going to be a big bash, and it was like, you know how typical graduations take a few hours and it's a big thing, you have on certain outfits and all kind of stuff. It wasn't that. It's kind of like everybody gathered together. They said y'all graduated and we left. That was it. That was it. So anyways, we realized we could have skipped it. We ain't even we could have just left that where it was at. Anyways, we have to get back to our house. And the only way we could get back is by riding a bus with people that have special needs. So the bus ended up taking us to a center. But when we got to the center, I was like, okay, it's time to go. Okay, so I'm basically on my way out. And I think somebody handed me like a little tablet. I guess they give the tablets so that they could have something to do. And I ended up passing the tablet to somebody like that was actually there. I was like, here you go. And then I'm walking out the door. I turned around. My husband that kicked his feet up and is putting forth no effort to leave. He is like, not at all. He is chilling. And I'm like, you know what? That's your business. Like, that's your business. You do whatever you want to do. The scripture comes from Ezekiel 28:17. Your heart became proud on account of your beauty, and you corrupted your wisdom because of your splendor. So I threw you to the earth. I made a spectacle of you before kings. By your many sins and dishonest trade, you have desecrated your sanctuaries. So I made a fire come out from you, and it consumed you, and I reduced you to ashes on the ground. In the sight of all who were watching, all the nations who knew you are appalled at you. You have come to a horrible end and will be no more. Baby, here's the message. Oof. For somebody, for somebody, for somebody, for somebody, for somebody, for somebody, for somebody. God said, okay? God said, God said, God said, God said. You were not even, like, this whole situation could have been avoided. The whole thing could have been avoided. Just how when we went to I think the graduation ceremony is like a representation of a marriage, okay? So this is somebody who got married to the wrong person. And when you got married to this person, you graduated. Congratulations. And like right directly after you graduated, congratulations, you realize that you could have skipped the whole thing. Like, I just feel like you were on a path that God had for you, and you took a detour, an unnecessary detour. And this is a situation where whoever this person is you married, like, you realize that they have no interest at all whatsoever in putting forth any effort to move forward in life. None. They would prefer to just be kicked up chilling somewhere. This is somebody that is basically happy and content with living below not only like below their means, because there's nothing wrong with that, but this is somebody that is not even putting forth any effort to do what God wants them to do. This is somebody that is not putting forth any effort at all. Like at all. Like this somebody, they don't want to work. They don't want to, they want somebody, their main idea of why they married you is so that you can do everything for them. They want somebody to cook, somebody to clean, somebody to wash their clothes, somebody to do all these things. So all they could do, okay, just like at the little center, they can hold the tablet and they can play on the tablet and they can watch TV and they can sit there and do nothing. And you was like, oh no, this not gonna work. Whoever this is for, you want more out of life. You realize that this is not what, you know what I'm saying? That's not what you want out of life. That's not what you yearn for. And, you know, I have known of people that, like, you know what I'm saying? I've worked at nursing homes in the past, y'all. And I've known of people that literally, they didn't exactly need to be there, but they were there because that's just where they chose to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what they chose for themselves. They checked themselves in, and that's just what they wanted. They don't want to cook, they don't want to clean, they don't want to have to worry about those things, and they would literally prefer to pay to stay somewhere where somebody else is doing that for them. And it is, as somebody that also was a resident at a nursing home after my car accident, I can't even understand it, baby. But anyways, I guess it's different. Because from my perspective, I literally couldn't do certain things for myself. That was at a time I had casts on both my legs, so I couldn't even get up and do a lot. Even though I was doing a lot, I did mostly everything for myself anyways. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? It like, I guess if it's coming from a perspective where you can just about do a lot of things for yourself, I don't know. I guess it's just a mindset of this person would prefer to feel as though it's like, to them in their mind, this is like them living at a hotel. Okay. So this is somebody that they are not looking for a better life. They don't care about going to college and earning a degree and working in a field. They do not care even if they already have a degree working in a field. They don't care about working anybody's job. They not trying to work. They not, like, even if they got their own business, they not going to put forth their best stuff. This is somebody that would prefer to just float through life. They just want to float through life. They just want to glide through life. Like, and you know, I'm looking like we were not supposed to be there. We were not supposed to be there. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like this is somebody that is just basically most of that way through life, you know what I'm saying? Just chilling, just on complete chill mode. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know, just how I was in that moment when I realized that he wasn't coming, I was like, you do your thing, fam. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here. You do your thing. Whatever floats your boat. I ain't got time. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like for whoever you are, you actually do want things out of life. You want to have your own car. You want to have a house. You want to have, like, you want to have your life in order. You don't want someone taking care of you. That is not your one. And as for me, somebody that moved out at 18 years old, I can't understand. And yes, I know, like, girl, you back in your mama house, baby, life be happening. But as somebody that moved out at 18, as soon as I had the opportunity, I was gone. I cannot understand someone that literally wants everything just handed to them. They just want somebody to take care of them. They just want, like, you know what I'm saying? This is like, and they okay with it. They comfortable with it. They good with it. I don't get it. But for whoever this is for, God said you could have just about avoided that whole situation. You didn't have to go through that. It was unnecessary. And congratulations, you graduated. But baby, you could have avoided that whole little everything. It was this is like somebody that have no intentions of ever doing, like, let's say you end up going to, I'm gonna use what I did, going to cosmetology school with no intentions of ever doing anybody hair. Why? Why would you do that? You know, like, why? What's the point? I just feel like that's what God is saying. Like, even though you did have intentions of getting married, the person that you, like, this part, you could have avoided the whole situation. You could have avoided the whole thing. You realize that it was completely uncalled for. It was completely unnecessary. And once you actually graduated and you were able to see what was really going on, you realize this person really, they don't want what you want out of life. Which, this is important because it like, I understand that sometimes opposites attract, but it's a difference between, you know, opposites attract and just completely being unequally yoked, and real life being unequally yoked to such an extent that you want to work hard, and regardless if you got your own business or if you work hard at whatever field you work in, you work very hard for your money, you work very hard for your living, you put forth all your efforts into making a better life for yourself. You want to have things, you want your life to be nice, and you're not the kind of person where you're just trying to skate through life. Versus somebody, you know, that don't want nothing and don't care, and they are completely happy with everything being in disarray. They are completely happy. They don't care. And this is somebody, they don't care. They don't care. Your purpose would have been to just pick up after them and cook, and that's it. This is somebody, that's what they want. And it's not to say that they can't find it, but it is to say that you and this person, y'all don't match. Y'all are not a match. This is somebody, every time you get ready to do something, they are going to get upset. They are going to get angry. They're going to be trying to tear this up. They're going to make sure this don't work out, that don't work out. This is somebody that will go out of their way. Like, I could see this being somebody, you buy a house somewhere, or you get a car and they tear the car up. You buy a house somewhere, they doing everything in their power to tear the house up. They doing everything in their power to make you feel uncomfortable because they want to stay in in whatever situation that you found them in. They don't want that to change. The only thing they want to change is them not to have to cook and clean no more. And that's it. 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 God said you were never intended to be in this relationship with this person. And, you know, in reality, you could have avoided this whole scenario right here. You could have avoided it completely. It was no need. This was unnecessary, uncalled for, and that's the message. Okay. Sorry. Okay, that's the message.